You want to exit the motorway. What is creating a dangerous situation here? The yellow truck. The green vehicle. The motorbike. I overtake the blue car, and then move into the middle lane. I brake slightly to prompt the vehicle behind to keep its distance. I overtake the red van and then move into the middle lane. You have to wait because a rail crossing barrier is lowered. How can you now help protect the environment at this point? By using the automatic start-stop system. By putting the vehicle in first gear. By activating the parking brake. Slow down and stay in lane. Move to the left-hand lane. Maintain speed and stay in lane. When are you allowed to remain on the left-hand lane in this situation? If my vehicle, including the load, actually has a maximum width of 2 meters, is 2 meters wide according to the registration certificate Part 1 motor vehicle registration. Your vehicle has broken down on the autobahn. What must you remember when having it towed away? You must leave the autobahn at the next exit. You may continue along the autobahn to the exit nearest a suitable garage. During towing, both vehicles must have their hazard warning lights switched on. I brake, but continue the overtaking maneuver. I quickly continue the overtaking maneuver. I cease the overtaking maneuver, and pull back into the right-hand lane. You are driving on a road outside a built-up area with 3 lanes marked in each direction. Individual slower vehicles are traveling well spaced out in the right-hand lane. Which lane may you use continuously? What is true about using the hard shoulder in this situation? The hard shoulder may only be used in a breakdown situation. Must be used like a right-hand lane. May only be used by trucks. What should you do if you see a vehicle with its hazard lights on? I ready myself for hazards occurring suddenly. I reduce my speed. I continue driving just as before. What must you be aware of when using navigation systems and road maps? Even up-to-date contents may differ from reality. All navigation systems can update themselves automatically. The contents may become outdated just a short time after purchase. Who is allowed to drive a motor vehicle on this road? Persons delivering goods. Visitors. Shoppers. Persons delivering goods. How can you reduce the risk of driving onto a motorway against the stipulated direction? When encountering roadworks, I only follow the information provided by my navigation system. I pay close attention to the signage when the traffic routing changes. I deliberately look for traffic signs showing the right direction of travel at motorway slip roads. I continue driving as before. I yield my right of way. I brake sharply. A bridle path, which may not be used by other road users. A bridle path which riders are required to use. A path which may not be used by riders. When driving on motorways, why should you maintain the recommended speed of 130 km per hour? Can prevent accidents occurring. Achieves an even flow of traffic. Can reduce the severity of possible accidents. I continue driving as before. I remain in the left-hand lane. I reduce my speed. In which directions may you proceed? Straight ahead. To the right. To the left. As a resident, you want to drive into a cycle highway that has this sign. What must you be aware of when doing so? Cycle traffic may not be impeded. Cycles may travel alongside one another. Vehicles may not be driven faster than 30 km per hour. You want to overtake the vehicle driving up ahead of you. What is necessary to allow you to do so? Observe the traffic to the rear and side of me. Considerably increase my speed. Use my indicator to signal my intention to overtake. You are approaching a level crossing where the barriers are open. What do? Wait in front of the level crossing if you would have to wait on it because of traffic congestion. Proceed at the same speed as road traffic always has precedence in such cases. Approach at moderate speed. Look along the railway line. I allow the tractor to pull into the lane. I move into the left-hand lane. I reduce my speed further. What is the recommended speed that applies to cars and motorcycles on autobahns? What do these traffic signs indicate? A diversion avoiding the level crossing. The direction from which a train could come. A level crossing on the road turning right. What does this traffic sign indicate? The end of the autobahn. Temporary closure of the autobahn. The end of the clearway for motor vehicles only. When are you allowed to cross a level crossing with flashing lights, but no barriers after a train has passed? Immediately after the train has passed, even if the flashing red light is still on. When the flashing red light goes out. As soon as the oncoming traffic sets off, even if the flashing red light is still on. What must you anticipate on the other side of this crest in the road? There may be a slow-moving side of the road. What does this traffic sign combination indicate? A rail crossing. At a distance of approximately 80 meters. At a distance of approximately 160 m. At a distance of approximately 240 m. I stay in the middle lane and slow down. I move to the right-hand lane and slow down. I move into the left-hand lane and overtake the red car in front of me. I reduce my speed. I remain behind the red vehicle for now. I drive quickly past the red vehicle. You are on a roundabout. What should you remember? You are not allowed to stop on the roadway in a roundabout. You must indicate to leave the roundabout. You can only drive over a central island if this is unavoidable because of your vehicle's size. What is true in this situation about using the hard shoulder? The hard shoulder may only be used by trucks. Must be used in the same way as a right-hand lane. May only be used in the case of a breakdown. What is prohibited when using motorways? Performing U-turns. Stopping on the hard shoulder. Reversing. I remain in the left-hand lane. I continue driving as before. I reduce my speed. Why do you have to pay particular attention here? Because oncoming traffic could cut the corner. Because it is not clear which direction the road will take. Because the road surface is uneven. What must you be aware of when driving along narrow avenues? I am protected against black ice. I have to drive particularly defensively. It is frequently difficult for me to see into the road bends. You are driving at the recommended speed on the motorway and want to leave it at the next exit. What should you do? I significantly reduce my speed on the exit lane. I cease overtaking maneuvers in good time. I significantly reduce my speed while still on the right-hand lane of the motorway. What vehicles may enter a cycle highway that has this sign? All mopeds with a maximum design speed less than 25 km per hour. All cars, provided they travel at walking speed. All vehicles driven by residents. What do you have to be aware of with this traffic sign? I may only continue driving by taking a left turn. I have to signal a left turn. I may only continue driving by taking a left turn. Tree branches lying on the roadway. Vehicles ahead that may swerve out suddenly to the left. Vehicles ahead that may swerve out suddenly to the left. What must you do in this situation? Drive on past to the left of the flagman. Drive on past to the right of the flagman. Drive on past to the right of the flagman. I move without delay into the left-hand lane. I brake. I continue on the right-hand lane for now. I brake. Move to the left-hand lane. Continue driving, flash lights to signal. Reduce speed, be ready to brake. What should you anticipate when driving out the exit slip road? A broken down vehicle. People on the carriageway. A fallen load. People on the carriageway. People on the carriageway. I continue driving as before. I accelerate. I slow down. I slow down. A railway employee is waving a red lamp at a level crossing. What does this mean? The red lamp is of no significance for you. You may cross the rails carefully. You must wait in front of the level crossing. What must you be aware of when joining the motorway? The through driving traffic on the right-hand lane must allow incoming traffic to merge. The through driving traffic has priority. On the merging lane, I may drive faster than the through driving traffic. You are driving in the left of two lanes and approaching a vehicle that has just started to overtake. What do? Allow the vehicle in front to overtake. Keep an adequate distance behind the vehicle in front. Close up to the vehicle in front, sound your horn and flash your lights. Because of the truck. Because of the yellow car. Because of the speed limit. Because of the yellow car. I move into the right-hand lane now. I may overtake the vehicles driving in the right-hand lane. I move over to the right-hand lane after around 200 m.